Hi, everybody. Welcome to Florida Unplugged on the podcast. We're here at Flamingo Lodge in the Everglades, and with me today is Bradley Rowland-Aaron, who is one of the managers here at the lodge, and we'll be talking about the place to stay in Flamingo. Welcome to the show, Bradley.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here today.
The Flamingo Lodge is located right on the shoreline of Florida Bay at Flamingo in the Everglades. It first opened in 2023, has 24 rooms and 20 glamping tents. It's a popular spot for sport fishing enthusiasts because you have plenty of parking for your rig and easy access to the marina and the bay. There's a restaurant. All rooms are on the second floor with shaded parking underneath. All right, Bradley, tell me a little bit about the lodge. You've been open here for what, about 2 years?
It'll be 2 years November 1st of 2025, yes.
Yeah.
So we opened November 1st of 2023. This is the continuing from the original lodge that was here that was destroyed in 2005. Katrina started the damage and Hurricane Wilma finished the damage, and then there wasn't a lodge here since then up until November of 23.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I understand there's something unique about the way this place was built.
So, yes. So this lodge was built out of shipping containers. It is one of the first lodges by the National Park Service to have used this type of construction. So this is new for the Park Service as well, and also the significance of having this lodge here in general with the National Park Service. So there was a project in the past called Mission 66. It was a project that started in 1955 and was to be completed in 1966 to improve infrastructure for the National Park Service so that more people could come and see the national parks that we have here in the U.S. The original lodge was built during that Mission 66, as well as the Guy Bradley Visitor Center that you can visit today as well. Those buildings were part of the Mission 66 and then of course got destroyed. So this area did not have a lodge since 2005 and then brought this lodge back using these shipping containers. That was a big milestone for the National Park Service because they have not undergone any kind of major construction like this since that project has been done within the Park Service industry itself. So they take really good pride in this new lodge that we now have here in Flamingo Adventures and Everglades National Park so that people can now have comfortable lodging, more modernized lodging within such a unique environment.
Well, as someone who came here when the lodges were gone,
yes,
and camped in Flamingo,
yes,
I can tell you the mosquitoes down here will carry you away.
Correct, the mosquitoes, yes. So it is a park where mosquitoes are actually protected, and that is because it is a vital food source for the birds that inhabit this park. So it is very important for these mosquitoes to be here so that there is a food source for the birds that people come here to see every day.
Now, we're doing this early May. And I've noticed that the park begins to shut down in certain sections. Is the lodge open year-round?
That is correct. The lodge is open year-round. Everything here is actually open year-round, except we do have a part of the campgrounds that is up towards the gate entrance that is closed during the summer months.
Right.
Our glamping tents. So we have two seasons down here. We have a dry season and we have a wet season, and we're getting ready to get into our wet season, and come June 1st is when our hurricane season down here does start. So our glamping tents are always available for rent. However, during our summer season they are unfurnished. The only thing that'll be available in our glamping tents will be, we do keep our lamp in there and we do have a fan in there for comfort. And then the guests that are booking the tents will bring the rest of their gear for themselves. So essentially it's like primitive camping, with the exception you do have electricity and the tent is already there. You just bring your gear with you.
Now, is glamping part of the lodge, or is that separate?
It is separate. It is actually part of the campgrounds. So when you go to check in for your glamping tents, you would check in at the kiosk where the campground is.
Tell me a little bit about what people do when they come down here and see. Obviously, exploring this park is a lifetime event. So
Yes.
what's the attraction here at Flamingo?
So, Everglades National Park was formed as a national park not because of the scenery that we do have here, although the scenery is gorgeous, but because of the diversity of landscape that we have here, and also the wildlife that we do have here in Everglades National Park. So a lot of people that do come down here come to see the wildlife. So we have everything from the American crocodile to alligators, which also live together. So we're the only place in the entire world where alligators and crocodiles do live amongst each other, and you can see that happening at 9 Mile Pond. And then of course, we are a destination for birders. So people that want to see exotic birds that come from the Caribbean and birds from the north, you will see those here.
Tell me a little bit about the difference between the summer season and the winter season. The different ways the park changes in those times.
Temperature-wise, the temperatures are much more cooler in our winter season, and it's ideal. So you're looking at about the mid-70s, and the humidity isn't as immense. You also because we do get the migration of birds. So we get the migration of birds coming down from the north, and they will come here and make this area home. So you'll see a lot more abundance of bird watching down here during that time. And the insect population seems to be lower during that time as well, because in the winter, our season is dry. So we're not getting as much of that precipitation where things like mosquitoes can breed. So it keeps it kind of down. And also, just the as far as guests coming, that is our highlight of our season, is in the winter. And so you'll see a lot more visitation coming into the park at that time. During the summer months, it does start to taper off. The birds start to migrate back north, so you don't see as much. The park gets a little bit quieter at that time. You do tend to see, especially going from spring into summer, you may see a little more activity with crocodiles, as April and around that time is their mating season and hatching time. So you may see, going into the summer, little hatchlings, little small crocodiles, alligators that are starting to hatch, and you might get those people who come out to see the hatchings being done as well.
And the lodge is air conditioned.
That is correct. The lodge is air conditioned, and it is included with your room. Exactly. Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to add?
We are excited to have people come down here to Everglades National Park. It's been a tremendous honor to come down here and help open up this new lodge that the national park has, and to be a part of that, and to bring life back to Flamingo that was once here, and hopefully will continue to grow over time and moving forward, so that people can be comfortable and come down here and see just how unique and how precious this little bit of ecosystem we have here is.
Bradley, thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome. Thank you.